Hello, welcome to the channel. So today's tool of the day is this 5-gallon, 4-horsepower shop vac from Craftsman. It is a stainless steel canister. It's a very nice unit. It's relatively quiet. So we're gonna go ahead and do a brief review on it. See if it's something that you might like for your shop, or if you've been looking to replace your old one. Don't forget to check out some of the links below. They help out the channel, and don't forget to like and follow. So let's get right to it. All right, so with Craftsman, you're gonna get a 3-year limited warranty. This is the 5-gallon, 4-peak horsepower. This unit here does have 85 CFMs, which is pretty decent for a compact size shop vac. Okay, so it comes with a locking hose, rear blower, which is super nice. The hose is 1 1/4. Comes with these extensions. It does come with these also floor accessories. The car accessory comes with a bag, which is a very nice. The filter, and it comes with a foam filter for your wet applications. All right, so let's go ahead and check out what comes in the box. First thing, you're gonna get this floor adapter. It comes with a little brush on the side. You got the extensions. All 3 of them. Seems well packed, so all right. One of the things that I had with my previous vac was that it had a very, very loose lid. So a lot of the times when it would kind of like tip to the side or fall over, which they do all the time, it would leak, the dirt or the dust, whatever, from the sides. And it was like one of my pet peeves. It drove me crazy. So it seems like it's very tight. There's no play. I really like that option. All right, so you have your filter, and it has a basically quick release cover on it. That's pretty fast. All right. It does come, with a 5-foot hose. I do like this setup here, which is, I'll go ahead and zoom in just a bit. That it locks. It's not the push in, twist, because sometimes when you're moving the hose around, it comes loose. So this particular unit has a lock. So also it pivots, which is very nice. The tip does not pivot. I actually like the tip to pivot a little bit, because what happens is if the hose is a little bit rigid, when you're cleaning the car, if you can't turn it, it kind of like, if you have to be forcing it. So it should have a pivot here, and it should have a pivot on the end here. So it comes with a smaller, little adapter. This one is very useful. I use this one for the cars in between the seats, or anything that's very narrow like that. Comes with the 4 wheels. This is the foam filter for your wet applications. It comes with 1 bag. I gotta tell you guys, if you do any kind of dust or any type of carpentry, dust collector bag is a must. Not only will it give you long life on your filter, but it's a lot easier if you're gonna go from wet applications to dry applications. Let's say you are gonna be using your vacuum to do cleaning your car, or in your shop. If you need it for a wet application, you remove the bag with all the dust in it, and you put it aside. You install your wet filter application. You're gonna go ahead and remove this filter, and then you could do your wet applications. And then once you're done with that, you dry out your vac, and you put your filter back, and you could put your dust collection bag back in your canister, and you're good to go. If you use it this way with this filter, what's gonna happen is you're gonna wet this. Then you have to clean it, you have to let it dry for a couple days, and then you're able to use your vac again. Now, if you're out in the field and you need to use both, remove your bag, remove your filter, and then when you're done, you put your bag, you put your regular filter back on it, and you're back in business. So that's one of the things that I've learned throughout the years. I used to have it like this. And then, if your vacuum is full of dirt and your filter is full of dirt, you go ahead and use it in wet applications. Then you have to dump out the stuff. Then you have to clean your filter. A lot of the times, if you forget to remove your filter, you use it for a wet application, then your filter is going to smell, and you have to clean it. So you could also remove the filter, dump out your dirt, whatever's in your canister, use your wet application, and then empty out the water, put your filter back, and you could be back in business also. It's a lot easier, depending on your application. If you don't have a place to dump your trash for whatever reason, maybe you're in a condo or something, and you want to go ahead and do multiple uses, then that's the way I like to do it. So, this is a fantastic little option with these stainless steel canisters. The only thing you have to be very careful, they do dent very easy. One of the things I love about these canisters that are made out of stainless steel, they look beautiful. The only thing that if you're gonna be tossing your vacuum around, they do dent, pretty easy. And sometimes they do rust on the weld lines or any of the accessories where the accessories go. Sometimes they're pre-drilled, they do rust from there. Normally what I like to do is I probably coat it with a little bit of WD-40 or some kind of lubricant. And then I would use my dust collection bag, to keep the dust away from your filter. So your filter will last you for many years. There's also other options if you don't have a collection bag. They do sell the actual bag that goes over it so you could keep your filter nice and clean. So it all depends how you want to do it. But we're gonna go ahead and turn it on, see how it works, and see how loud it is, and see how much suction power it has. Now, in the past, some of the bigger shop vacs, they have more CFMs. So this one only has 85 CFMs. I just did a review on a Craftsman shop vac, 8 gallons with 110 CFMs, and wow, that thing is pretty powerful. It is a little louder. I wanted something a little bit more quiet. All right, as far as the wheels come, very easy to install. They come in a little pack. Just snap them in, and you're in business. These are, a dual wheel on each side, so you get more stability, which is nice. Shop vacs, they tend to, tip over all the time. So this particular one here, it's pretty low to the ground, so super, super light. All right. All right, so you have your inlet here in the front, and you could pretty much move it around whichever section you want, but I would recommend putting the outlet towards the back. One of the things that I didn't see that came in the kit, it is a little muffler. So I have on the wall a 5 gallon, 5 horsepower from Craftsman that I have hooked up to a 50-foot, hose. It came with a little muffler, to dampen some of the sound. In this case, I think this one here is not too loud, so we're gonna go ahead and give that a try. But one of the accessories that didn't come with is that. Another accessory that I like, it is the brush, to clean the seats and things like that in the car. I absolutely love that accessory. Being a small shop vac, it does come with this 1 1/4 inch hose, but you could upgrade it if you want something that has more flow or pick up bigger items. It does have a standard port that you could upgrade it to. So with that said, let's try it on, turn it, and see how loud it is. All right, guys, let's turn it on, see how it sounds. All right, so having 4 horsepower, 85 CFMs, with a hose this narrow, it doesn't feel like it has a lot of suction power. So we're gonna go ahead and change the hose on it, see if it feels a little bit better. All right, so let's go ahead and check the decibels on this one versus the other Craftsman that I got. All right. All right, so it's about 85 decibels, so let's try the other one. This one is a little louder. So it is a pretty quiet unit. I do like that. So let's compare some of the sucking power. I know this is 110 CFMs with 3.5 horsepower, 8 gallons. This is 85 CFMs with 4 horsepower, 5 gallons. So, you know, a lot of the times the horsepower throws you off, but, you know, if you're gonna have a shop vac and you want a lot of, you know, like I say, for dust collection, you want more CFMs. So if you get like the ones that are 12 gallons or you get the ones that are bigger, they do have more CFMs, and that's kind of like what you want. So, all right, so let's go over a couple little specs. I do like the locking setup on this hose. If you wanted to upgrade, which I would, get the 1 7/8 instead of the 1 1/4, so you could get more volume and you could pick up, you know, larger items. You know, the hose that it comes with, the 1 1/4, is a little rigid. You know, it's not as flexible as it should be, and it's only 5 feet long. But you know, the hose could be always upgraded. So with that said, the handle already comes installed, very nice. So you're gonna put your 10-foot power cord around at the top. That should be fine. I would like to see at least 12 to 15 feet long on power cords. To me, 10 feet, it's a little short, especially like for me, I have a 3-car garage. Even though I have a retractable extension cord, it's fine for me. But sometimes, you know, if you're outside, you're washing your car, or, you know, you want to vacuum it, you know, something a little longer, you know, kind of goes a long way. Now, as far as accessories, you have both options. You could do the 1 1/4, or you could do the 1 1/8. They both fit on here. So very nice. So, okay, so it doesn't come with a drain plug on this one being so small. So if you have some, you know, water in here, you're gonna have to remove the cover and you're gonna have to tip it over. Some of the bigger ones do come with a drain plug, but this particular one does not. The wheels, it really, really nice and smooth. I like that option. The lock up here, it is very tight. There is zero movement from this lid, so you have a nice tight seal. My previous one, like I mentioned, it used to leak here all the time. You would lift it up and the dust will come out, so I hated that. So the vacuum itself, it's about, you know, 18 inches width, and it does have about 18.5 or so inches in height. So if you have a cabinet in your garage or your shop, it should fit. My Craftsman cabinets are about 17.5 or so. So this one here is exactly, and it'll fit inside the cabinet with no issues. As far as this unit, it doesn't come with a little exhaust. The previous unit that I have, the other 5-gallon Craftsman, does come with one. This potentially brings it down about 2 decibels, which is a nice feature. So if you have a loud shop vac, get one of these, and not only will it help bring down the decibels, it basically diverts all the air coming out from here. So if you have, let's say, sawdust on the floor and you don't want, you know, for it to go everywhere, this actually helps it. You know, it just kind of like, you know, spreads it out, and you bring it down about 2 decibels. So it's a nice little feature. It doesn't come with this one, but you could get these online. I'll put some of the links below. They definitely help bring down the noise and the dust going everywhere in your shop. Excellent, excellent addition to your shop vac. As far as the back, everything, this particular one here did not come dented or scratched at all. Very nice. Sometimes you see some of the reviews that they do come dented if the boxes are mistreated in the shipping. That's one of the drawbacks to having a stainless steel canister. Like I say, sometimes they do rust in some of the areas, you know, where the welds are, or accessories are connected to it. And if you're gonna be throwing it around in your, you know, work van, sometimes it will, you know, dent, and, you know, it's gonna look a little ugly, you know, as time passes by. As far as the quality of the hose, only time will tell. Sometimes it'll last, you know, 3 weeks, sometimes it'll last years. My old rigid hose, I've had it for many, many years, and I've used the crap out of it. It's actually a fantastic hose, very flexible. I really love that hose. This particular one, it's a little bit tough, doesn't, you know, move around a lot, but you know what I do like about the option is that you could buy one aftermarket or a Craftsman or something like that. As far as the inlet goes, I like this option, you know, better than the one that previously came with the Craftsmans. You know, this one's like push in and you twist. This particular one doesn't, you know, it does twist here, but it's very rigid versus this new one. It's easier when you want to twist your hose. This one here, it does have a little bit of a play. So once your vac turns on, it kind of like, you know, the suction will give you a nice seal. I do like the fact that once it's in, it's locked. So it is not going to, you know, come out when you're pulling it. I've had instances where this one here will, as you're pulling the shop vac, it'll kind of twist, because this one's a twist and lock, and it'll pop out. But so here you gotta press, and you have to go ahead and pull it out. Now, like I mentioned, I wish that this would twist just like the other end does, because what happens is when you're cleaning the car or using it, if you have you want to change the angle of your attachment, this one's a little harder to do that. But other than that, I would definitely upgrade the hose to a 1 7/8 or a 1 1/2 or something like that, because this one here, I mean, it's good for small little things, or maybe if you're going to use it for water, this isn't that bad. But if you're going to use it for bigger things like nuts or pieces of wood on the floor, sometimes this one will get clogged a lot faster. All right, so we're going to go ahead and test, with some miscellaneous items to see how much sucking power it has. All right, we're going to go ahead and try a couple little things, just changing the hose to see if it makes a difference with the same shop vac. Then we're going to go ahead and compare it to the other one, but I just wanted to show you to see the kind of power you're going to get difference between the 1 1/4 and 1 7/8. All right, so let's give that a whack. Doesn't even move. You see, something like that could get stuck. So this is what I'm talking about, if you need to pick up things like this or wood chips or anything like that, when you have the bigger hose, makes a difference. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and try it with the 1 7/8. Same shop vac, I'm just upgrading the hose. So you saw the difference using the 1 7/8, pretty much swallowed everything. It was able to pick this up, move this one that before nothing was happening, didn't do anything to these two here. But so now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the other Craftsman vac that I have that's 110 CFMs and with the same hose, the 1 7/8. So let's give that a whack so you can see the difference between the airflow, which is the CFMs, versus the horsepower. All right guys, so you can see the difference with the CFMs. It has more sucking power for heavier items. So if you want to get something that you need a little stronger than the 5-gallon one, well, I'll put the links below for that one. You could also. All right guys, just to recap on the 5-gallon, 4 horsepower Craftsman wet dry shop vac. It does come with a 1 1/4 inch hose, 5 feet long, 10-foot power cord, stainless steel canister. It comes with really nice wheels. I did enjoy using the wheels on the unit. Sometimes some of the shop vacs have really bad wheels. I would definitely upgrade the hose to 1 7/8 of an inch. Or something with a little bit longer reach. It does have 10-foot power cord, and it does have space for accessories. Very quiet unit. So for a small garage, a small shop, it works fantastic. And I would definitely recommend it. It does come with a 3-year limited warranty from Craftsman. You can pick it up at Lowe's or Ace Hardware. I'll put some of the links below. They do help out the channel. And guys, thanks for watching. To the next video.